So, genre um, is a pretty vague topic, really, theme to work with. It was ultimately intended to be a kind of a tester for people who, you know, potential applicants for the Eden Project to become involved in that, which that's starting to boom. We're getting that rolling. We got the progression for the film. We have a bunch of musicians working on a soundtrack. We have several actors and actresses involved. We have a director and access to the equipment, although we have to pay for that, which we don't have the money for yet, but we're getting it. So that's all falling together. But we really flopped this cycle, and I did too. You know, I was out and about for the Mother's Day weekend. I spent a lot of time with my mom and out of bounds, out of signal area. But I did keep in touch with a lot of you guys, and thankfully, Kevin jumped aboard with the School of Life, posting those videos. Thank you, Kevin, for that, albeit untimely. It's a very welcome addition, and very grateful for it. I covered our asses. Of course, Randy was on point as usual, but we had some trouble with the kittens there, which sadly we were unable to resolve. Are unable to resolve at this point. We're still working on it. I'm going to keep track of those kittens and see if we can't arrange for them to get in the hands of good people. But if anybody does have cat issues in the future, contact us. We have several organizations, namely the Cats in Need organization that I helped develop with a friend of mine, Chris, who we are able to take in strays and adopt them out. We're able to take in your cats and adopt them out fairly quickly. We have a whole network of people working together for that, to kind of keep animals away from the APL. We work with the APL for the most part, but we try to keep the animals out of the APL because they're likely to get euthanized there, and that's not cool. So we work to adopt them out. We get them spayed and neutered for free if need be, but it's usually about $10. In any case, genre is going to usually be boiled down to comedy, tragedy, romance, horror, that sort of thing, although there's a wide array of genres now. Really, we were hoping to see what some of the members' favorite genres were. Get into their minds a little bit, see what they like, see what scares them, see what makes them laugh. See what boosts you guys, what you guys love. But almost all of you just totally flopped and didn't post anything at all. So your loss, really. But hopefully we'll pick it up. This next cycle is going to be fun. We're going to really put a lot into it. As I said, I flopped this cycle too. I was out of bounds a lot, and I didn't really get a chance to post much, but I tried to stay involved with you guys, and we did make a lot of progress behind the scenes. So I suppose that's really as much as I can say about it, as nobody was active. The Eden Project is going to be primarily a mystery horror, sci-fi style kind of mystery horror, with a lot of comical. We want to kind of lean everything we can back towards that comedy romance, because that's really the gist of life. I mean, that life is a tragedy. Everybody's going to lose out. Everybody's going to lose everything they have. Everything you gain in life. You're playing this game. All you get to keep are the values, and that's what we're trying to give you, is values. We're trying to share values. We're trying to give us all the wealth and abundance of spirit and emotional investment, because that's all that really matters. We're trying to build relationships because that's all that's truly real. At some point, you guys, every one of you, you're gonna die. Sorry, but it's gonna happen to all of us, and you're gonna lose everything you have in this life. All your material wealths are gonna be gone, except for those values. That's what you get to keep, and those relationships, you get to carry those over. I promise you that. So we're trying to build relationships here, and it is a horror. It's scary. And a lot of things in life are very scary. It's very difficult to overcome those fears, but that's what we're trying to help you do here. Overcome those fears. Stand up in the public eye, present yourself, put yourself out there, and when you find that there's nothing really to be afraid of, you're gonna find that you get this overwhelming sense of action, adrenaline. There's life there to be had. There's adventure there to be had, you know. And we're presenting the opportunity for you to take advantage of that. Get to know each other, get involved with each other, because there's a score. There's there's a story playing out behind the scenes here. There's a plot afoot. You have to engage it, and you'll see it happen. When you guys get involved with each other, you're gonna find that there's a constant romance, that the world is in love with us, we're in love with the world. There's this love story playing out between all of us all the time. These relationships are what matters. It's a solid reality. That's the investment you put into life. Those are the chips you put on the table when you're playing this game, and that's the cards you're holding in your hand. So, it is scary and it is tragic, but it's romantic too, and it's adventurous, and there's a lot of comedy in it. If you get involved, you're gonna find that most things that seem to be bad, that seem to be negative, can be turned on a comical angle, and that's what we want to try and do with just about everything, is bring it back to that comedy romance appeal, because everything else is kind of scary, and there's no need for it. It's redundant. I mean, it's good to have, it's a good experience, but ultimately we want to have fun here. So that's what we're trying to do, and I'm going to continue working on this whole genre thing, because we cover all the genres. I'll make more videos speaking to this theme, but we're gonna have to cap off the theme here, as pretty much this cycle was a failure. But we did make a lot of progress, and I'm happy about that. And this next cycle is gonna be hella fun. So hella. So pick up, guys. Rebound. Start building these relationships. Start getting active. Do something. Make something happen. Let's see what you can do. This next cycle is going to give you the opportunity to present anything you want to, all your wackiest ideas. Let's see you let that imagination rock and roll. Love you guys as always. Thank you for the time. Kila Salai, Terviuni Ciari. Namaste.